As we get older, we seem to find more and more challenges in front of us on our way to regaining our fitness or maintaining it. And knee pain or weak knees is one of these challenges. And it may feel like there's no way we can overcome this, but in many cases we can. So today we're going to take a look at how we can get fit and strong even though we suffer from knee pain, improving not only our cardiovascular fitness, but strengthening our legs in ways that will eliminate muscle imbalances that can cause knee pain. First, let's go over some basic do's and don'ts when it comes to knee pain. We should avoid high-impact activities like plyometrics, focusing more on low-impact movements. And we shouldn't be doing what everyone else is doing in the gym. This brings two main thoughts to my mind. One, when we are strengthening our legs, the emphasis should be on repairing the muscle imbalances that are causing our knee pain, not on trying to move a ton of weight. So we should keep the weight light, focusing on form and the muscle contraction. In many cases, we shouldn't be using any weight at all. The next one under this category is range of motion. Now, I'm always saying how you should be doing a full range of motion. Well, this is one of those times we make an exception. You may not be able to do a full range of motion without pain, so you need to work within the range that is pain-free, slowly increasing this range as you gain strength. And if you can't do the full range of motion, then you shouldn't be doing the exercise weighted. Now, notice I haven't excluded squats in this list, and we will get to those in a minute. But first, we need to start with a warm-up. You can walk or ride a bike. Many people actually find cycling easier on the knees. One tip I would suggest here is to make sure you have your bike seat set up high enough, as this relieves even more strain off the knees. While we are just talking about warming up here to oxygenate the muscles and warm them up to improve flexibility, activities like cycling, swimming, and water aerobics are great ways to get a cardiovascular workout in without stressing the knees. Now next, I like to do an X-band walk, where I take a band and put it under my feet. Then, while holding each end in my hands, I take 10 steps to the side each way. And this exercise really works the abductors. Sometimes you see people doing this one with a band around both legs, just above the knees. Now, the abductors are muscles on the outside of your leg, and the way weak abductors cause knee pain is it's their job to keep the legs straight when you're standing on one foot, like when you're walking or running. If it is weak, then your knee will cave inwards, causing your knee to misalign as you move. Another place where you'll see this happen is when you squat. If your abductors are weak, then your knees will have the tendency to cave inwards as you move in the squat. The opposite of this can happen too, where your adductor muscles of the legs are weak, which are the muscles on the inside of your leg. When these are weak, it will cause your knees to bow outwards as you squat, causing your knees, once again, to misalign in the opposite direction. Again, I use a band to exercise and strengthen the adductors. You need to fix one end of the band to something secure that won't move. Then put the other end on your foot, moving far enough away from the secured end to create a reasonable amount of tension on the band. Then pull your leg with the band on it across your body for 10 to 15 reps, and repeat on the other side. I do both these exercises as a warm-up, just to get those muscles fired up and ready for action. Now, depending on where you are with your knee pain, you may need to use these exercises as part of your main workout. Until those muscles have strengthened enough, you can progress to more advanced movements. Squats often get a bad rep for being hard on your knees. Now, this isn't the case at all if they're done properly. They can be a great knee strengthener, and this is why it's so important to pay attention to form. Now, we've already talked about how our knees could cave inwards or bow outwards when squatting. The next thing we want to watch out for is our knees traveling too far forward so they start to track over our toes. When this happens, we start to put all our weight on the balls of our feet. Our weight should always remain evenly distributed over our entire foot. Now, maybe your doctor has said you're not allowed to do squats. Well, ask him if you're allowed to sit on a chair. If he says yes, then we are in business. This exercise is called a sit to stand, and it is really the step before what I would call a chair squat. How it works is you sit in a chair, then lean slightly forward and stand up. If you need to, you can use your arms to assist you in standing up. You can make this easier by finding a higher chair or adding a pillow to the chair to raise it up. You can make it harder by not using your arms and increasing the pace. But no matter what level you're at, you're not going to reach those fitness goals unless you keep working out while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.